Oh, you're a prick.
Go medium.
Next victim. All right, Neil, we are out of the studio and we're somewhere fun, an airport.
Yeah, mountains surrounding perfect asphalt. And I think it feels like that thing is just looking at us. It's like stalking us like a predator.
Yes. We're gonna have some fun with that today. Speed tests. I really wanna know how this thing accelerates, how fast it is, all that sort of thing. I got to drive it a little bit in Ingolstadt, Germany, but not really play with it in an open setting like this. So that's why we have this nice empty airport. And if I go off course, well, I might be interrupting somebody's golf game, but that's about it. Can you give us a quick specs again on this thing, just so we have it?
Yeah, this is the RS e-tron, which is RS Rally Sport GT Gran Turismo. It's all-wheel drive, that's what the Quattro means. It's 440 kilowatts, a big battery, but what's great about it is the battery's in the base, a low center of gravity, spread out, even weight distribution, no big engine in the front. 812 Newton meters of torque, and that's all instant torque. And the whole thing is wrapped around a very clever computer, which is basically going to try and stop you doing anything that you want to do with this car and keep it planted on the road.
Well, I've got to figure out how to kill all that stuff. Just kidding. And obviously I've done a few things to it to fit sort of my lifestyle and the visuals I like. So it's got a nice flat white wrap. It's got a roof pod made by Audi that is mounted to the very nice carbon fiber roof. And I use that for mainly snowboarding, to be able to put my snowboards and boots in there to be able to go up to the mountains. Rotiform wheels, the NGO model. The front NGOs are actually in an aero disc made by Rotiform, also wrapped currently in Toyo's Proxy Sports, but for the mountains they will be wrapped in Toyo's Celsius model. It's an all-weather tire that'll work great in the snow for me. So anyway, it's a very nice setup. And today we're gonna have some good fun with it.
Yeah, and I've got a stopwatch just in case we need actual science.
Today, for me, is all about acceleration and speed. I really want to play with it, figure out kind of the basis of it. Of course, next after this will be turning and sliding it, but today, just really acceleration. So for fun, I kidnapped some of the crew and threw them in just to get other people's kind of perception from the passenger seat, just to see what it was really like. Because I know that it's quick. I actually called it violently quick when we were in Ingolstadt, Germany, first getting to drive it. So let's cut to that footage of the crew getting their first rides in this. Does this camera see all the way across?
Well, hello.
Quick and painless. So you did already get a ride in this thing?
In like the back.
Well, that's easy though. Do you like slow cars or do you like fast cars?
I don't know. A medium, like we'll go medium. So mean. Alright, it's got some power.
The radio flying definitely was not intentional.
With the radio?
I thought there was a plane that was going to come in today.
Seatbelts.
Oh, you're a prick.
I want to actually try it in reverse. It doesn't.
Oh, you're dead.
Why are you nervous?
Because it's so fast.
There's nothing to be nervous about.
I guess I'm with I quit.
Next victim. So Neil, I took you for a ride also. So I took Neil for a ride because obviously we were going to be talking about all this, and I wanted his initial reaction to what it's like sitting in the passenger seat. So Neil, you had some good reactions though. All right, Neil. So you have not been in this car yet, right?
No, very much my first time.
Been in any electric cars? Production car. Does that seem like it should be that fast?
No, it doesn't feel remotely legal. Whoa!
It's so crazy that there's just no sound. Now that you mentioned you can't hear a bit of that sound.
had like phosphenes, sparkles in your eyes?
No.
Yeah.
Really?
A little bit, like you're being launched off an aircraft carrier. Jump to hyperspace is what it feels like. You're violently pushed back in your seat. You kind of physically can feel there's G-force. You kind of phosphenes in the corner of your eyes, fizzy eyes. But also it just doesn't let up. It's whoosh, 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 whoosh. That's what shocks me, is that the torque, the acceleration just keeps going and there's no room to breathe because you're not changing gear. It's just kind of a constant flow of speed.
Yeah, and I think that's like an interesting point. That I was in a very fast Audi R8 recently, and as you go through the gears, you get that sense of speed because you're hearing the engine, you're hearing the shifts, you know you're going fast. But with this, I have to look down at the speedometer and be like, oh wow, we're going 100 already. And I think that's what's really interesting. You lose that sense of speed from the motor and the gearbox, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just a mind shift, recalibrating your brain to how quick this thing's going and what it's doing and how surprising it is. Today, that's really why I want to do this. Let's see that feeling and understand that feeling, because when I go to slide the car around or we go to a track like Laguna Seca here right down the road, understanding what that feeling's like and how long it takes to get up to these speeds to kind of help my brain calibrate.
And you've got one corner here, and like I can imagine the first few times you're taking it, you've just got no concept of how fast you can take it. And the all-wheel drive and the all-wheel steering, the brains of the car is going to try and stop you doing any understeer, oversteer, and it's going to keep everything planted. You're going to have no wheel spin. So I reckon you can push taking this corner to the limit.
And if I screw up, well, I'm in a golf course.
Yeah. 4, quattro.
All right, well, enough of this talking. Let's get in this thing. I want to 0 to 60, 0 to 100. Let's see how long it takes us to brake, because this car is a different setup. There's a lot of weight because the battery's down low and these cool electric motors, but the performance I feel is still quite good. So let's see what the stopwatch says. I may be wrong, Neil, but I don't think you were brought into this industry because you're an exceptional driver.
I have a special set of skills.
Oh, start button. That would help. Now drive. All right, let's go do some science. So we have this fun little airstrip right here. I can do my job. I think your job's actually harder than my job.
Why?
Because you got to be accurate with this thing.
My reflexes are pin sharp.
Oh yeah?
I'm like a ninja.
Are you ready?
Pin sharp. I reacted. Never mind the bollards.
What is a bollard?
That's a bollard.
What is?
The thing that you call a cone.
Right there. Why is that a bollard?
That's it. Okay, I got that one.
What? You did?
I got it. So on paper, the basic model of this says 0 to 60 in 3.3. So let's see with your
Are you ready?
modifications. Okay, go in
Are
3.
You sure I'm not. What? Do
Do you
what?
want to count you in?
I don't know.
3, 2, 1. 16. 3.49.
Wow.
Wow, that's pretty fast.
Did I jump to start? So I'm a race car driver. I'd rather be right on the 0 or maybe right after it.
So 3.49 is the first attempt, 0 to 60. Now clear it. When you launch, it just bites. There's no wheel spin. It literally just goes. Do
Yeah, I mean, that's actually really wild.
you want me to count you in again?
Does it help you?
Yeah. 3, 2, 1. 3.56, that was slightly slower.
I think that was you.
You think it's me? Okay. Three and a half seconds is about what we're looking at.
Yeah.
Give or take my inaccurate science. Right. 3, 2, 1. 3.32,
Ah.
which is what it says in the book, almost exactly factory spec. 0 to 60.
Wow. So if I get rid of you and the roof pod, I might be able to go faster.
Yeah, yeah.
But the question is, can you do the 0 to 100 and then time my braking?
Yeah.
So that was very impressive.
Yeah.
I mean, we knew it was quick.
Yeah. I feel slightly sick.
Oh boy. It makes better TV if you throw it in the car.
Okay. 0 to 100 and then to 0.
Yeah.
Okay. In 3, 2, 1. 36, 46, 52, 58, 65, 70, 80, 90, 100. 7.99.
Yep.
Go.
And stopped.
$5.24.
Wow. It's pretty good.
There was hardly even any shudder. Those brakes just, everything
Yeah.
just gripped.
And there's a lot of talk about, you know, the weight of these cars and what it does. I feel it, but I don't think it's like too detrimental. Obviously the stopwatch says it's good. Let's try it this way. I think this direction will be faster.
I just need to try and keep my breakfast down for a moment. Right, 3, 2, 1. 100, 7.96, okay, go. And when I say go, I mean stop. That was under 5.
Wow.
It's 4.96 seconds. Are you feeling any of this?
No.
Because
I got the steering wheel.
I'm looking at too many things. Ugh.
Do you need some air, Neil? Here. Let's look up at the pretty mountains.
I think I've got one more in me. Are you losing any control, wheel spin, locking?
Yeah. That one I was actually harder on the brakes because I'm like, oh yeah, ABS. I can't lock them up. And so that's why that one was slightly quicker, because I put all the pressure on and let the computer actually do all the braking. Full on, full off.
Wow, okay. Right, let's go one more. 3, 2, 1. 50, 70, 90, 100. It was 7.65 and stop, go, stop. I mean, 5.43.
That one we were actually about 110. I kept accelerating a little bit. I'm a bad scientist too.
You're letting science down.
Well, I don't know if it'd make a difference, but I think if we kicked you out, you and your ballast, that maybe I could go faster.
I don't get motion sickness, but that was visceral.
It does do 33 miles an hour in reverse.
When would you need 33 miles an hour in reverse?
Well, when I get done with this run and I come to a stop, we're gonna do 0 to 33 in reverse.
That sounds fun. Okay.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. 50, 60, 75, 80, and 100.
The sound of that thing is all wind, and we've tested it.
Wow.
7.78 that time.
All right, 0 to 33 in reverse. You ready?
Ready. 0 to 33 in reverse. Count me in.
3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, that was the reverse rev limiter.
4.7 seconds. 0 to 33 in reverse.
Now we know we can hit maximum speed in reverse. I mean, that's not in the specs, is it? Now we know.
So we're looking at around, based on the variables,
Yeah.
these science fingers,
Yeah.
we're looking at around 7.7 seconds for 0 to 100 miles an hour.
Okay, that is very quick.
And then about 5-ish seconds to stop from 100 to 0.
That is very quick too.
That's insane.
I'm very impressed. And wait, what was 0 to 60 again?
I think we did just under 3.3. So I don't know what you've
I
done.
felt like
with this.
2.3 to me. I don't know that your reaction was that good.
Yeah, this isn't exact science, but one thing I can't compute is just how it's just gripped. When it goes, visually, you just got no cues at all.
Yeah.
And as you're flying past, right, just the wind noise, it's quieter than the Hoonicorn idling. So the sound of the Hoonicorn idling is louder than this at 100 miles an hour passing me by.
That's actual science, really. Well, that was fun. I think we can wrap this up because I'd rather start sliding it around now. Now that we've proved that it's quick, all the numbers that we've heard are fairly accurate with Neil's science. Yeah, I think that now we can start seeing what it's like when the tires start spinning.
Can I just check something?
Are they warm?
Still cold.
Are they?
No, they're still cold.
Wow.
That's incredible.
I would say the brakes are probably hot. Don't touch those. though.
It's ceramic.
Stop talking. Let's start sliding this thing around. We finally get to do some real playing.
Will it hoon?